What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So we're once again going to be visiting the LeBron era here in 2K24. We already did it once with Carmelo Anthony and the Knicks, and now we're going to go look back at one of the biggest what-ifs, of course, in NBA history, and that being Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. As we all should know, the young Derrick Rose that we all once saw was very, very good. One of the youngest MVPs in the NBA. Unfortunately, injuries derailed his career from what he once was. But thankfully, in things like 2K, we can go back in time and live in the past a little bit, I guess. So today we're going to jump in to 2K24, going into the LeBron era, and we're going to rebuild the Derrick Rose Bulls until we get him a championship, which he should have gotten. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're actually like really close to 42,000. Of course, the biggest goal right now is to get to 50K subs as soon as possible. I know this summer there's going to be a lot of content that I'm going to be able to grind. So hopefully in the summer we can get very, very close to it if we have a fantastic summer. That might be too optimistic thinking, but whatever. So let's talk about the Bulls and Derrick Rose in particular. Of course, Derrick Rose, I believe drafted, he was drafted in 2008. I actually did not know which year he was drafted. Unfortunately for me, I didn't watch basketball that much. I wasn't like a consistent basketball watcher when Derrick Rose was very good. So I did miss out on prime Derrick Rose for the most part as a guy that watched basketball, which really sucks, but you know, I know how good he was. I had a friend back in the day that was his favorite player, so I know how much he loved Derrick Rose and how good he was as a player. Obviously this team is set to win a championship if they want to right away, so my job could be easy today. I may not have to do much of anything, but we're still going to go ahead and simulate this season and see how this team does, and we'll build from there. So of course, year number one, this team might get the championship out of the way, and then boom, we got it done, right? But of course, I won't end it on that note. But I'm going to rebuild this team until we get Derrick Rose a ring here in Chicago. And hopefully, year number one, we don't get it. That way, I actually have to do some work. I'm going to be honest with you. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But yeah, right now, we're just going to go ahead and just goof around on some, just random rebuilds. And then as soon as the regular season ends, we're going to be getting right into the off-season realistic rebuilds, which is one of my favorite times of the year, is to get into the summer, because that's when I could really start to try to make predictions be realistic as much as I can. I can't wait. I cannot wait till we get to that moment. But let's go ahead, some of year number one today, and let's see what this Derrick Rose Bulls team does in year one without me doing anything. Today's video is brought to you by DGF's Optimizer. If you are a guy that plays on Underdog, Prize Picks, or any other DFS app every day and you need more help finding good plays, DGF Optimizer has your back. The way it works is compares discrepancies across multiple sports books and gives you good plays right in front of you without you having to do any research whatsoever. Now, unfortunately, I don't really see a great example on the board at the moment, but I guess we do have one in Grant Williams here. Under 19.5 points and assists. I guess you have one book at 18.5, but every single book is favoring the under anyway. You got minus 150 odds over here. So basically what this app does is just scan sports books, in real time, every single moment in the day, and it finds good plays right in front of you. You don't have to do any research whatsoever. It's such a clutch tool. Ever since I've started using the GGF Optimizer, I am up like 100, I think it's like 180 units or something crazy like that. I could be way off, but I'm way more profitable ever since I started using this tool. So I definitely highly recommend it. Make sure to check it out. Use code Crushables, 25% off your first month. And of course, apps that I use it on are such as like Prize Picks, which I am also partnered with. Prize Picks is a DFS app every single day that you can play on. Choose between 2 to 6 players. 2 players being 3 times your entry, all the way up to 6 players being 25 times your entry. There's all kinds of sports to choose from, all kinds of stats to choose from. It's very simple. You click over or under on each player you want to put an entry on. I absolutely love Prize Picks. I've been using it since 2021. Absolutely swear by it. It gives you an extra sweat while you watch sports. Absolutely love it. Use code Crushables. They match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. So if you've not used Prize Picks before, highly recommend taking advantage of getting $100 back to use to play with. And then, of course, last but not least, is Dabble. Dabble's another really cool app, similar to Prize Picks, but one cool thing that Dabble has that Prize Picks doesn't is they actually have the ability to copy people's entries with a click of a button. It's actually kind of crazy. So you can follow your favorite content creator on Dabble if they have one. You could just copy their entries every single day. If you don't even want to make your own entries, you won't have to do any thinking, you can just copy people's entries. It's really cool. Use code CRUSH10 to sign up. They give you $10 literally just for signing up. And they also have an 1000x payout. You go 12 for 12, you get an 1000x. Not a lot of apps offer that. I think they're like one of the only ones. So if you want to check out Dabble, like I said, links in the description. All links to all these apps in the description below. Other than that, let's get back to the rebuild. At the end of year one, LeBron James wins MVP in Miami. Blake Griffin, Rookie of the Year on the Clippers. You got Manu Ginobili, 6-man. Dwight Howard, Defensive Player. Russell Westbrook, Most Improved. And Eric Spoelstra, Coach of the Year. Justin Taylor is your executive for the Lakers. So here's your All-NBA first team. Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, LeBron Durant, and Pau Gasol. All-NBA second team. I'm assuming get Derrick Rose in one of these. He's averaged 26 points per game, which you love to see. 26 and 9. Not too shabby. And then Joakim Noah does make an all-defensive team, which is nice. So we end up as the second seed in the East. As I mentioned, I'm really hoping we don't get the championship in year one. I want this to be somewhat of a challenge, but I know this Chicago team is very good already. So you had 26 from Derrick Rose, 18 from Carlos Boozer, 17 from Luol Deng, 12 from Joakim Noah, 16 rebounds and 2 blocks. So 2 players that are 100% staying throughout this video are going to be Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah. Everyone else is subject to maybe be traded. Luol Deng is probably someone who's safe as well, him being 25 years old. But Carlos Boozer is someone maybe we can look to move in the offseason since he's about to be 30. But I guess let's just focus and see what happens with the playoffs first. We get the Knicks in round 1. Don't believe they have Carmelo Anthony just yet. I can't think this was the deadline they got him. As you guys know, I did a Carmelo Anthony video, I think a couple weeks ago or last week or whatever it was. Really fun video. But let's go ahead and still make around against the Knicks. Hopefully we're able to beat them, though. And they are going to push us to 7, but we do end up beating them. And now we get the Celtics have Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, KG, Shaq, Jermaine O'Neal, Glenn Davis, Kendrick Perkins. Very good team in Boston. And they are going to potentially take us out here. No, we're going to a Game 7. So Game 7, let's go ahead. Summate this game. Part of me is hoping we lose this one, weirdly enough, but looks like we're going to beat the Boston Celtics to get to the East Conference Finals, and we are going to 106-114. But now we get the team. I think that stumped the Bulls a lot. It is LeBron James, the Miami Heat. They got, of course, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Gauskas, Udonis Haslem, James Jones, Mike Miller. So yeah, LeBron, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, the big three, of course, as we all know. Game 1, they're up 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. So it looks like this is going to be our biggest challenge. Unless we come back from 3-0 deficit, we do not. We lose. So we got the Nuggets who went on to win the championship with Carmelo Anthony. So Carmelo Anthony is able to beat the big three and win himself a championship. Interesting. All right. Now we got our work cut out for us. So Juwan Howard retires. You got Kurt Thomas retiring. Jerry Stackhouse, Shaq's retiring. All right. Let's get straight to work. So let's go. Let's see what historic changes they're showing us. We got incremental luxury tax, and you got some team branding changes. Draft lottery time. Obviously, I don't think we're gonna have a lottery pick or anything like that, but we might have our first in this draft. We do at 28, and of course, this is going to be a draft where we know how good players were. And apparently, the last video I did, and Tom Thibodeau's head coach here, the last video I did, apparently I chose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. Wow, I feel like an idiot for that. I just didn't even see Jimmy Butler the last time, but really funny, because as we know, Jimmy Butler in the tunnel said, Tobias Harris over me? I did the same thing. Like, literally, I'm no better than the Sixers. It's kind of wild. But whatever. So we're going to fill out this coaching staff. We got 2 more positions to fill out, and then we can go to the draft. And then I could definitely make sure I'm making the right pick this time, because I messed up pretty badly last time. I could have got Jimmy Butler, but instead I chose Tobias Harris. And I cannot find a damn guard guru to save my damn life right now, which is really annoying. But is there one up here? No. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and find these. Oh, there's one. There's one. Can you still be there? No, of course you're not. You're going to filter out. All right. Whatever. I just want to have a guard guru this offseason. I'm not going to deal with it. All right. 28. Let's get to it. Now, do I want to trade Carlos Boozer before the draft is the question. 28. I'm going to draft with, of course, Boozer, 86 overall, about to be 29. Luol Deng is under contract for 3 more years. Derrick Rose is about to be re-signed. CJ Watson, Corver is still under contract, who's 30. So I think I am going to try to look into maybe making a trade with Carlos Boozer to see if we can get like a younger piece of this team, as we have top 10 protected Bobcats pick. So that's definitely going to be an interesting asset in the future, hopefully. So we definitely have some interesting trades popping up here. First one that kind of stood out to me was Monte Ellis. We do have to trade our 28th pick, though, in this draft, which would really suck because I actually kind of want to keep it if I can. But getting Monte Ellis as a backcourt mate to Derrick Rose sounds very, very good. I thought Monte Ellis was a much better shooter than that, but only 34% from the field. I guess my memory does not serve me right. But another good trade that I kind of liked was this Rudy Gay trade. We get Rudy Gay and Tony Allen. I definitely think this might be the move to make. Getting Tony Allen and Rudy Gay, we trade a top 3 protected Bulls pick. I think I'm doing this. I'm going to go ahead and do this trade. We're going to get Rudy Gay and Tony Allen instead of just getting Monte Ellis. So let's make this trade happen. So I feel pretty good about that. So now we have Luol Deng and Rudy Gay. We'll figure out who we're going to move down to, of course, the power forward or whatever. So we'll figure that out in just a second. But yeah, I feel good about that first trade. And now we can jump into the draft. Let's kind of see what happens here. So Kawhi Leonard is going to New Jersey. We got Marcus Morris. Number 2 overall sounds kind of crazy. Wow, that's wild. Jimmy Butler goes to Sacramento. Derrick Williams goes to Milwaukee. And then how on earth did Jimmy Butler fall to me at whatever pick? I don't know. Brandon Knight's going to Minnesota. Klay Thompson's going to Bobcats. All right, let's get to our pick. So let's see what we have at 28. So number 28, we have Bismack Biyombo. We have Davis Bertans. We have Chuck Dennis, Juwan Johnson, Billy Ferguson, John Lure. Man, that's a throwback name. Chandler Parsons, Bojan, AJ Little. Let me just make sure we can get Isaiah Thomas as well. Interesting. Kind of like the idea of drafting Isaiah Thomas. I think we got to do that, right? Let's get Isaiah Thomas. Maybe our backup point guard of the future. Of course, Bismack Biyombo would be like maybe a solid center, but we're going to go ceiling, of course. Isaiah Thomas, once upon a time, had that very special season. We're going to go ahead and bring in Isaiah Thomas to Chicago, which feels good. We could also get Bojan in the second round. That's pretty damn good. We got Archie Hill, but I think I'm going to go... Make sure I don't miss out on anybody. I'm going to go Bojan. We're going to go Bojan out of Croatia. That's a really good draft. I don't know if those guys will be good right away, but of course, we know what they turn into in their careers, so feel pretty solid about that draft. Keith Bogans, James Johnson. Actually, I'm okay with declining both those. Derrick Rose had one more year on his team on his rookie contract, which is nice. Joakim Noah will definitely extend the qualifying offer on. I think it definitely makes sense to bring him back. I know once upon a time there was rumors about Carmelo Anthony joining, Derrick Rose in Chicago. Obviously, did not end up happening. But I am going to see if I can get Joakim Noah back, which it looks like he is going to resign. So we get Joakim Noah back, which is nice. I do believe we have the depth. So let's see. We could sign him on Aaron Brooks in free agency as well, who's restricted. We have Shane Battier. So there's some good options here if we need to. So CJ Watson is our backup point guard right now, which that's fine. Shooting guard right now is Kyle Korver, which is fine, but I would definitely like an upgrade if possible. We have a lot of depth here at the small forward spot. We could slide Rudy Gay to the 2 and be solved with that. But I think I definitely would rather slide someone down to 4. So can I move like Dang to the 4? He goes down, but he is 6'9", so I think he could do it. Gay would go down like crazy. Gay would stay. Okay, so we're going to move Luol Deng down to the power forward. So Luol Deng is going to play the 4. We'll have Joakim Noah at the 5. Rudy Gay will play the 3 with Tony Allen backing him up. Unless we move, I mean, we could move Tony Allen to the 2 and he could start for defensive purposes. That could also help out a lot. He goes down quite a bit, but it might be worth it. Ronnie Brewer. All right, so we need to probably make a trade for a shooting guard. I think that's where I want to go with this. So I'm gonna try. Well, we'll see. We'll just kind of see what becomes expendable, what contracts we can trade. We definitely need a backup center as well. We have Daquan Cook in free agency. 24 years old, though. Just shot 41% from 3. Not a bad option. We have Jeff Foster. Center options are not great. Let's be honest with ourselves. Shane Battier, Kwame Brown, Carl Landry. Okay. So I definitely think we should probably try to get a backup center if possible too, but let's get to work and see what we can, cook up here. So as much as I don't really like Zaza Pachulia in real life, just based off some things he would do in his career, I'm going to go ahead and try to get him here. We get a backup center, which we definitely need, and a second round pick for Ronnie Brewer. So we'll go ahead and do that trade. So we'll have Ronnie Brewer as Zaza as our backup center. And then this is probably what it's going to look like. We need to sign a shooting guard. And I think I am going to go ahead and sign Daquan Cook to be my shooting guard. Just for now. He probably won't be like the guy, forever, but he'll sign for now. 77 overall, not too shabby. So that's our offseason. Not bad. Not bad. Could be better, but it's not bad. Luol Deng is up to an 85. So even moving him to power forward, he goes up, which is nice. Tony Allen is down 2 overall, so that's definitely something to take note on. And then Kyle Korver and Daquan Cook are going to be our starting shooting guards, which, once again, still needs an upgrade. But I'm cool with it for now. But not a bad offseason for the most part. We bring in Rudy Gay, which is awesome. We bring in 2 guys that will 100% send to the G League, and Bojan and Isaiah Thomas. Allow them to develop in the background and hopefully join the rotation next year and be rotational pieces, which is what I'm hoping for. So we need to load a 2012 draft class, I believe, and then we can get straight to work. So 2012, if you're ever doing throwback rebuilds, never use 2K's draft classes. It's so stupid how I mean, I'm sure it's good. I'm sure some of it's out of the control, but a lot of it's like auto-generated players. It's just really annoying. So 40 plus real prospects might be one. Complete draft 2012. Sure, we'll do that. Hopefully that ends up being a good draft class. Let's see. Is this a good one? So Anthony Davis, Barnes, Damian Lillard. Oh, all those names looks real to me so far. So yeah, looks good. All right. Power rankings gonna let us second overall, so we are very high in the power rankings. We're gonna leave it balanced. We're gonna leave his defense, and they actually want to start Tony Allen over Rudy Gay, which I don't actually hate. Rudy Gay as a 6-man does sound okay to me, So, oh, we're starting Maurice Adger at the 2. Interesting. I hate this. I'm not doing that. So, never mind. We're going to a balance system or something because this is ugly. We're going to run to a balance system. I know Tom Thibodeau is a defensive system, but who we're starting does not look good to me. So, we're going to run a balance system. I'm assuming once we start, these other guys' proficiency will go up, hopefully. So, let's see. So, Kyle Korver, Rudy Gay are starting, which is nice. And then proficiency is 3.5 now, which I'll take over, I guess, 4-star with one weird guy starting. So, Rose, Korver, Rudy Gay, Luol Deng, Joakim Noah, Tony Allen, CJ Watson, Daquan Cook, and Taj Gibson. So, Zaza Pachulia is not even getting any minutes. We need to sign one more player in free agency because we're sending both Bojan and Isaiah Thomas to the G League. So, whoever wants to just sign a deal with us just to never play, that would be great. So, I'm going to send Isaiah Thomas and Bojan to the G League. Hopefully those guys are going to be good next year and ready to roll. All right. Other than that, let's simulate this season. Let's see how it goes in year number 2. I don't know if this team is going to be good enough to win a championship just yet, but obviously we will be a contender in the East nonetheless. At the end of the season, Russell Westbrook wins MVP, Kawhi Leonard's your Rookie of the Year, Steven Jackson, 6th Man, KG Defensive Player, and Stephen Curry Most Improved, and Scott Brooks Coach of the Year, and Nathan Source is your Executive of the Year. All-NBA first team, Russell Westbrook, Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Tim Duncan, Pau Gasol, Derrick Rose makes an All-NBA second team this year, averages 26 once again, All-NBA third team, and then Joakim Noah once again makes an all-defensive team. Stephen Curry's on an all-defensive team. Interesting. All right, we get the second seed once again. Taking a look at the player stats, so let's see what this ends up being. So you had 26 from Derrick Rose, 23 from Luol Deng, which is nice, 15 from Rudy Gay, 12 from Kyle Korver, 9 and 14 from Joakim Noah, 8 from CJ Watson, and then 7 from Tony Allen. So we get to play the Indiana Pacers in round 2. We have round 1, my apologies. Darren Collison, J.R. Smith, Paul George, Danny Granger, Roy Hibbert, Andre Miller, Tyler Hansbrough, and Dante Jones. So let's see if we can beat the Pacers in round 1. Paul George, of course, a very good player, and we do beat him. Now we get the Magic. So we got Jameer Nelson, JJ Redick, a prime Dwight Howard, Marcin Gortat, Enes Kanter, Sasha Vujicic. So this is going to be a tough series once again. Dwight Howard, Joakim Noah, going to be an interesting matchup there. We're up 3-2, and we are going to go to a Game 7. So can we punch our ticket to these conference finals for a second year in a row is the question. So here we go. Simcasting, Game 7 in Chicago. Let's see if we can take care of business here. Now, we do have to lead right now. Doesn't mean they can't come back in it, though. Looks like we're kind of blowing them out, and we are going to the East Conference Finals for a second year in a row. We beat them by 30. Luol Deng at 39, and now we get the Miami Heat once again. All right. Our work is going to be cut out for us. Of course, the big 3 to deal with once again. Have we done enough to push ourselves over the top against this Miami team? We won Game 1, so that's a good start. 27 from LeBron James, but we had, who dropped 39 for us? I saw 39. Derrick Rose, of course. Game 2. We're up 2-0. So far, so good. 2 points. Luol Deng, 48. Luol Deng is out here balling. 2-1. All right, let's see if we can go up 3-1. Of course, if we let them even it up, I definitely don't like my chances. But if we can go up 3-1, that gives us a really good chance to punch our ticket to the NBA Finals. And it's looking like that might happen. And we are going to go up 3-1 to maybe go 1 game away from being in the Finals. And we are going to go to a Game 6 in Chicago. All right. Hopefully, do not allow them to force a Game 7 because we go to a Game 7 in Miami. I don't like my odds here, but it's looking good, and we are going to absolutely blow them out to go to the NBA Finals for in the second season. And now I get the Oklahoma City Thunder. 28 rebounds from Joakim Noah is what I'm seeing. Closeout game, or is that from another game? That was Game 6. Was that Game 5 that he had 28 rebounds? Let's see. Game 3, Game 4. 15. I'm assuming it's Game 5. Yeah, 28 rebounds. Damn, that's crazy. Game 5, 28 rebounds. That's huge. In a 143-146 game, that's the game we lost, unfortunately. That went to OT. All right, Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, this team just went 69-13. They have... oh, God. This team is going to be tough to beat. They have Zebo. They have Russ. They have Harden. They have Durant. This is going to be a disgusting team to have to face. Yeah, we got our work cut out for us here. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this squad. Game 1, 1-0. Game 2, we evened it up, so... who knows? 2-1. Can we go and even it up in Chicago in a Game 4 that's at home for us? The fact that this team, or that we're competing with this Oklahoma City team, gives me huge confidence that we're going to win a championship very soon. We're going to OT. Damn, that would have been a huge, huge Game 4 to win to even it up, but unfortunately not going to happen for us. All right, 3-1. But the fact, like I said, we're in it. We were in that Game 4. We're in this Game 5, so that gives me confidence, man. One piece away, I think, from being able to win this championship. We just unfortunately ran into a very, very good Thunder team. That was a very good team. So Russell Westbrook Finals MVP. Hopefully Zach Randolph isn't staying on that team very much longer. That's a damn good team. That's we're gonna have to deal with every year. So Kevin Durant's locked up. Russell Westbrook's a free agent. At least it looks like. So Russ and Harden are both free agents. So hopefully maybe they lose one of them. Harden is actually as a team option. Randolph is locked up. So yeah, all they do is re-sign Russell Westbrook. But we'll see if they do. All right. We got to get to work, man. If we're facing teams like that, we got to make sure our roster, our starting lineup is stacked. So let's take a look at what the lottery will end up being. So we got the Hornets at 1. Our pick is going to, of course, go to, I believe we sent this somewhere, right? Maybe we kept our pick, 28. So we're getting 28. Maybe it's another draft that I wasn't sure about. But all right, so we got to fill out this coaching staff, and then I will show you guys what we're doing next because we obviously got to get to work here. So here before the draft, I'm trying to see if we can trade for a shooting guard. The first option I found interesting was Eric Gordon, but it looks like he is actually going to be a free agent. So there was only like one really good option. James, or who is that again? Let me see. I feel like I'm missing something. That's Joe Johnson. I don't know why I was thinking of Josh Johnson. I was like, that doesn't sound right. That's Josh Smith. I was combining Josh Smith and Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson would be really solid. But they are contending, so it's going to be really hard to get them to say yes to anything. Chris Paul, not necessary. We got Darren Williams. I don't know if I like him at shooting guard, though. Gordon Hayward is there still. Tyreek Evans, Rodney Stuckey. You got Gallinari. Kobe Bryant, of course, is going to be very hard to get. Rest in peace, Mamba. But I guess the first option that was somewhat going to be in a ballpark that we can get, which is kind of weird, is Nick Young. He's 85 overall. He's on the Wizards right now. He is under contract for 2 years. He just got done averaging 17 points per game and 39% shooting from 3. But that gives us a much better upgrade. I think I'm going to go for Nick Young, weirdly enough. I don't think I ever really would sit here and say, hey, I want Nick Young, but here we are. So I am going to trade, or I'm going to trade Korver probably. So that actually matches his money just fine. So that's great. I'm going to try to keep everything else out of this trade. I'm going to trade this Suns pick, and then what is this top 10 protected Bobcats pick? It's only top 10 protected, so I'm actually cool with trading it here. They're going to say no to that at first, which is fine. I'm going to try to do one first-round pick if possible. All right, so we might have to include another first in here, which would kind of suck. But do we trade our 28th pick? I think we do. Let's see what they say. No. I'm cool with throwing Zaza on here, and they say no to that still. I'll throw this second in here, and they agree. Okay, so we get Nick Young, which is going to be a massive upgrade compared to what we had at the shooting guard spot. So that should help out a ton. Lineup gets rounded up quite a bit, which is nice. So hopefully Isaiah Thomas and Bojan are about to develop like crazy as well. That's going to be huge if they do. But we skipped out on this draft. Kind of curious to see how the results went. So Anthony Davis is going to New Orleans once again. Draymond Green is going to the Raptors. So he goes from second round all the way to pick number 2. Drummond's going to the Rockets. Pistons, Mo Harkless. Timberwolves, Bradley Beal. And then Suns get Damian Lillard. Interesting. All right. So player options. You got Taj Gibson, which we're going to accept both of these for sure. Qualifying offers, Derrick Rose, we're going to extend the offer on. Of course, Derrick Rose is a must resign in this scenario. No way we're letting Derrick Rose go. So we're going to resign Derrick Rose. That's a no-brainer. So we get Derrick Rose, our MVP, back. It would be awesome if we could pair him with like Dwight Howard or something, but that's not going to be possible. So can I get a good backup center in free agency? We have Ronnie Turiaf, but no, nothing good here. So let's see. So CJ Watson, I don't know if I can sit here and say Isaiah Thomas is ready, but I guess what we'll do is we'll sign the best center we can get, which is going to be Ronnie here. Not a great, option, but he's a 77 overall nonetheless. We're going to sign him. Then I want to see what player progression looks like. I want to see what Isaiah Thomas and Bojan do. Let's see if they're up like crazy. So Isaiah Thomas is up to a 75. Okay. And then Tony Allen's down to a 75, which sucks. Bojan's up to a 76, which is nice. So this gives us the ability to trade for a center, which is what I'm about to do. So that is what we're going to go for next. So we are going to try to get a good center here. So Tony Allen, it was great having you, but I think if I can trade you for a center, we got to. I'm cool with throwing, I guess, CJ Watson's still better than Isaiah Thomas, so I'm going to throw Mr. Anthony Wallace in here, who we gave a contract to. Let's see if someone's willing to give me a good backup center. So we have Chris Anderson, Birdman. Let's see what the options are center-wise. So let's go see that first. So obviously we're not getting Dwight Howard or anything like that. We got to definitely set the bar a little bit lower. So Drummond just got drafted. Tristan Thompson, young Tristan Thompson, Nikola Vucevic, Robin Lopez. Robin Lopez would be beautiful as a backup center. Let's see if we could get him. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but I'm going to try. So let's say we did, again, Tony Allen, So that's not going to match the money quite yet. I'll throw Ronnie, who we just got. They want Daquan Cook. They'll give me Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes, 32. Daquan Cook is 25. That definitely sucks a little bit, but let's see if we can do it without Daquan Cook first. We're getting close to a trade with them. I'll throw Anthony Wallace in here. That really doesn't do much, but let's try to trade a couple seconds and see what they say then. They still don't agree. If we have to throw Daquan Cook in here, I will. All right, let's do it. Daquan Cook. Why not? So Daquan Cook, we're swapping you for Matt Barnes. We get a good backup center. So Matt Barnes is listed at the 3, which sucks. But Bojan, I guess I'm sliding Matt Barnes to 2. He probably won't play, but he'll be the 2 anyway. So just like that, we now have Derrick Rose, CJ Watson, Nick Young, Matt Barnes, Rudy Gay, Bojan, Luol Deng, Taj Gibson, Robin Lopez, and Joakim Noah. That looks very good. That looks good. So we get ourselves a really good solid shooting guard option with Nick Young. We hopefully are going to have the ability to compete with the Thunder next year. Of course, we beat the Eastern Conference fairly easily. Miami is still a team we got to worry about each and every year. But I'm pretty ecstatic about this roster. I think we could go win it next year. I really do. So let's see what 2013 draft class, 2010, 2013. Man, 2013 with Bus. 2013, 50 plus real prospects. Timofey Mozgov, thank you for your services. All right, let's get into this rotation once again. Pirates going to let us 4-star now. Here's your lineup. Derrick Rose, Nick Young, Rudy Gay, Luol Deng, Joakim Noah. So that is a stacked starting 5, which is nice. Robin Lopez, CJ Watson, Bojan, and Matt Barnes if we did a 9-man rotation, which we'll do. So 9-man rotation, Matt Barnes getting those last few minutes. I guess we send Isaiah Thomas to the G League once again. Get him even more experience, and we'll see how the season goes. So hopefully this team is going to be very good in the East. Maybe we get the 1st seed this year, even the 2nd seed 2 times in a row, but let's see what happens this year. So this year, LeBron gets an MVP, AD Rookie of the Year, Monte Ellis 6th Man, Dwight Howard Defensive Player, Kyrie Most Improved, and Scott Brooks Coach of the Year, and Nathan Soros is your executive. So of course, this season went very, very well. John Wall makes an All-NBA 1st team, which is nice for him. Derrick Rose once again make an All-NBA 3rd team, and Joakim Noah this time does not make an All-Defensive team. All right, so we are the 1st seed in the East this time, as I wanted to be, which is nice. If we take a look at the player stats, you had 25 from Rose, 21 from Luol Deng, 18 from Nick Young, so that's a huge, huge addition to this team. 17 from Rudy Gay, 10 from Robin Lopez off the bench, 8 and 13, so not bad whatsoever. I actually feel really good about this team. So we get Charlotte in round 1, Chalmers, Clay, Jared Wallace, Julian Wright, Diop, Tyrese Thomas, and Steven Jackson. Similarly current round against them, and we are going to beat them in 5. So off to a good start. And then I get the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have Stephen Harrington, Dwight Howard, Mo Williams. I'm sorry, but outside of Dwight Howard, this team sucks. So if we lose this team, I'm going to be pissed. Similarly current round against Cleveland, and we sweep them. And now we get Miami. We were able to beat them last year. That does not mean we beat them this year. Of course, it's still the big 3 to deal with. So we'll go a little more respectful in this one. We have only lost 1 game so far in the Eastern Conference playoffs, which is nice. 38-9 from Derrick Rose. Game 2, they evened it up. There's another loss. We're up 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? No. We got an even series on our hands. Of course, Miami has given us some issues to be expected. There's still the big 3. They still have LeBron James, so that's going to be tough. But if we can go up 3-2, that'd be nasty. And we are absolutely blowing them out. So it looks good. We're going to blow them out and win Game 5. Now we got to win Game 6 in Miami. I do not want to even have to sweat a Game 7 against this team, so hopefully we can just win this one. But they do have the lead right now. If we can get it back, that'd be great. We are up 8 with 4 minutes left. They're coming back in the game, though. All right. We're down 3, down 5. We're going to a Game 7, it looks like. Damn. We choked that up in the end, which really sucks. All right, Game 7. This one will be at home. I'm going to pull out all the stops here. Let's go 8-man rotation. Let's make sure we're playing our 8 best players and giving ourselves the best chance to win this series. So CJ Watson, for whatever reason, is cold. All right, Game 7 in Chicago. Please just blow them out. Let's not even have to sweat this one. But, of course, it's going to be a close game. And they might blow us out. Oh, please get back in the game. No way. We're down 5. Slow this down. Down 2. Please just get back in this game and win this one. 86, 85, 89, 85. I don't know if I can come in and save the day, but I'm going to try anyway. So let's see if we can come in, and we got to get a stop. So we got a throwback court also, which is really cool to see. All right, so we got LeBron James getting the ball. Luol Deng is guarding him. Chris Bosh, I was too busy watching LeBron James. Nice cut. Nice cut, LeBron. We have a prime Derrick Rose out here. Let's see if I can just maybe finesse my way to the basket. That's not going to happen there. All right, give me a screen, Robin Lopez. And, ooh, they're not. I'm just going to go ahead and try to. That did not work at all, but you know what? We'll take the lay-in. Just kidding. We will not. Foul. Give me an N1. Not going to happen. All right, now we got to shoot free throws with Robin Lopez. And the release is so quick. Wow, I was not expecting that. So yeah, I don't think I'm saving the day, guys. And I missed both. Nice. All right. Yeah, we lost this series, unfortunately. Sebastian Telfair is going to take it down the basket. I am going to get a stop there. We get the rebound. Maybe we don't give up just yet. Can I just take it all the way? No, I cannot. I can't shoot it through with Robin Lopez either, unfortunately. Derrick Rose, get the ball. Try to do something with it. I'm going to attack the basket, and I'm not going to get anything to go. All right, guys. I think it's safe to say we lost this game. So we're going to have to run it back another year, unfortunately. 25, but we lost. All right, so respectfully, we did bad, but that did not work. So let's go ahead. Somebody come around, and you got the Thunder going on to win it again. Russell Westbrook re-signed with the Thunder, and I don't think I'm doing much this offseason. I think I'm really just about to run it back, but we'll make sure everyone's under contract still. I'm pretty sure they are. So yeah, I guess we got to get a new head coach if we want to. We get Mr. Avery Johnson. I mean, I don't know who Avery Johnson is, but his ratings are fantastic, so I'm gonna go ahead and get him. So Avery Johnson, will sign him, and then let's get a guard guru, and we should be golden to run it back another year. So again, this video does not end until we get that championship. We were in the conference finals once again. We cannot get a guard guru, so let's go straight to player options, and let's see what this is going to end up looking like here. We have a draft pick. We had Garnett, which I'm glad we didn't sign him. Isaiah Thomas will accept. He might be ready to play next year. Bojan's a free agent. Taj Gibson's a free agent. And that's all I really care about, looks like. And then do we have any other important free agents? So I think we can let CJ Watson go, assuming Isaiah Thomas will be ready. But we have no bench. Damn, no bench at all. All right, Matt Barnes is gone. I guess we should probably re-sign CJ Watson. Maybe we play him at the shooting guard. We just got to do something. So I guess all my bench is in free agency. That's why. Taj Gibson, Bojan are two guys I do want back if possible. So Taj Gibson, going to re-sign him. And then Bojan, I'm not going to renounce him. We're going to match it, and we got him back. Okay. Is there anybody else that can sign a free agency that makes sense? I don't think so. I think we're good with what we have. I guess we move Watson to the 2. He will go down, which isn't great. But hopefully Isaiah Thomas is up to like a 78 overall or something. So he's up to 76. Good enough for me, I guess. Watson, 77. Rudy Gay is down. We're running it back another year. Hopefully this year is our year to go win it all. Giannis is in their Orlando uniform, which is pretty interesting. But outside of that, let's get straight into these playoffs. Obviously, we're here for one reason only, and that is to go win this championship. So hopefully we can get out of the Eastern Conference this time around. Last year, we got stumped by Miami. They're the 7th seed this time. We get Cleveland in round 1. Outside of Dwight Howard, once again, I'm not intimidated by this team at all. Somebody come around against Cleveland, and we are going to sweep them. So good start. Now we get Boston. Miami is gone, so hopefully we don't have to deal with another crazy good team in the East. We get Boston, though. Now, this team is very good, but it's also really old, so hopefully that plays in our favor. Somebody current round. We're down 2-1. Can we even it up? No. Wow, we're going to lose to this Boston team. Damn. I did not think that would be a problem, but it looks like we might lose to Boston unless we come back from a 3-1 deficit, which might happen. It's not out of the realm of possibility as we blow them the hell out here. So good start. 181 to 126. All we got to do is win this one, and we go to a game 7. So let's see if we can do just that. So let's see. We have a close one in our hands. Please don't lose this one. Don't choke this away. We had the lead, man. Oh, we're gonna lose, aren't we? Damn, bro. Unless we come back. Dude, we're gonna lose to a very old Boston team. Damn. Once Miami's out of the way, we lose to a Boston team that, I mean, it's solid on paper, but I thought them being aged would help us. You got 37, 36, 27, 28. I guess Rondo's not that old yet, but damn. All right, whatever. Brooklyn and Thunder going to win the championship again. I cannot wait to match up against the Thunder again. I want my chance, and I have not gotten it yet. Damn, it's so annoying. All right, let's go to work once again. Raptors number 1, Sixers number 2. Staff signing. I mean, I got a new head coach thinking it was going to do all of the work that we needed it to be. But unfortunately, that is not the case. Let's go straight to player options. I mean, do I need to make another big trade? Is that what we need to do here? Because maybe we got to do that. So free agency. Nick Young's a free agent. I mean, we got to re-sign Nick Young. And then I'm assuming, yeah, all right, we already offered Nick Young a contract. Well, Deng is also a free agent. So we got to bring both of them back. So we're going to re-sign both of them, which is going to be important. So we get both of them back, which is nice. Okay. I mean, I think we got to make another trade. Who do we trade, though? Joakim Noah, Luol Deng. I mean, maybe we trade Luol Deng. I mean, this team is just getting older by the minute. So maybe we start making some big trades here. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to trade Luol Deng, Dean Dunn, and a first-round pick for Tyler Hansbrough and Drew Holiday. This gives us some extra depth, and we get a shooting guard who is going to be a really good defender next to Derrick Rose. So we're going to start there. Drew Holiday, of course, is going to play the 2 for us. So where did Drew Holiday go? There he is. Boom. All right, so he actually goes down at the 2 guard, but it's whatever. He's still going to play that position for us. All right, Nick Young can slide to the 3 and go up to an 88 overall, so that's going to be nice for us there. And now I think we're going to trade Rudy Gay for a power forward, so that's where we're going to go with this. So we're going to trade, let's trade, I guess since we got Tyler Hansbrough, we can trade Taj Gibson now. So Rudy Gay and Taj Gibson, what power forward does that get us? We can get Iguodala. We got to trade Bojan, though. Jarvis Giles comes back in the trade. Iggy does kind of intrigue me a little bit. Another good defender, of course. Danilo Gallinari, Wilson Chandler. So that's another interesting option. Jameer Nelson, Mo Harkless, Lowry, Omri Caspian, Channing Frye, Monte Ellis, and Jarrett Jack. And then Tobias Harris. Okay. I definitely think I want to do this trade with Iguodala. We get Andre Iguodala, 6'6". Do I like him playing the power forward for us, though? We get Jarvis Giles back in as well. I'm going to do this trade. I'm going to try to keep Bojan out of this trade, though, if possible. Let's say we can do a first. They want Bojan. They'll give me Nerlens as well. I don't really want Nerlens as well. You can have CJ Watson, though. I'll give you a couple seconds maybe to make up for. They say no. I don't know if this is worth Iguodala. Let's see what other power forward options are that maybe we can get instead. So power forwards, we can maybe try to get. Could we get an Al Horford from Atlanta? I don't know if they would find a way to say yes to this. Probably not, but I'm going to try this anyway. So Rudy Gay and a first-round pick. I would trade 2 firsts for Al Horford. And then I'll give you Taj Gibson. They say no. Do I throw Isaiah Thomas in here? We're getting to the point where they can't accept that anymore. And then, I mean, I could throw seconds in here, but that's probably not going to make a difference. No. So we can't get Al Horford. Let's keep looking. So Al Horford was, optimistic. Amar Stoudemire's interesting as well. Kevin Garnett, David West, Luol Deng, who we already had, of course, Zach Randolph. And then Anthony Davis going to be Kevin Love. I mean, I could try to trade for Kevin Love. I doubt that's going to happen either, but we'll give it a shot. So Rudy Gay, first round pick. They're contending, so they're going to say no to anything I offer them. So never mind. Maybe we just, I don't know. Do we live with what we have right now? Or do I trade Nick Young instead for a better power forward? Does that give me a better power forward? I don't know. Let's see. Nick Young and Taj Gibson once again. Throw them in the trade. Iguodala pops up again. Klay Thompson. That's definitely very interesting. If I can get Klay, man, he would have been a great fit. Ooh, Josh Smith. Josh Smith's interesting as well. Chris Bosh. We get Clint Capella back as well. We got to trade Isaiah Thomas, Tyreek Evans. We do get some better offers here for sure. I mean, this is our way of going all in. So Zach Randolph, Bradley Beal, Monte Ellis. I love the addition. I love the idea of Klay, but we did get Drew Holiday already. So I am going to. Do I want Chris Bosh out of Miami? We get Capella back as well. Josh Smith. Or do we want to maybe get, I don't know. I think we're going to go ahead and do this trade with Chris Bosh. We get 30-year-old Chris Bosh. We get Capella back, a young Clint Capella, that is. And now we can kind of be, hopefully optimistic that this team is going to be able to go win it all. So you have Hansbrough down, but everyone else stays the same, which is nice. Chris Bosh, Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, Rudy Gay. I mean, this was my way of going for it. So hopefully it pays off. We'll see what happens. You guys at the end of whatever season this is. So MVP award this year goes to Derrick Rose. So I think this allowed him to score the ball a little bit more as Portland goes 70-12. I'll have to see what they have. But All-NBA first team for Derrick Rose. Portland, what do you got going on? Kimball Walker, Brennan Roy, Batum, Aldridge, Greg Oden. Damn, yeah, Wesley Matthews. That team is Yao Ming as well. If this team was, wow, that's a pretty damn good team. But we get Miami in round 1. We stole Chris Bosh from them. We gave them Taj Gibson and Nick Young. So hopefully we do not lose to Miami. I mean, if we got this far and lost, I guess we should look at the player stats as well. I don't even know if I looked at this last year, but whatever. So player stats, we had 28 from Derrick Rose, 14. Yeah, so it looks like just more of a, collective rotation around Derrick Rose. Allowed Derrick Rose to be him. Semi-current round against Miami, and we are going to beat them in 5. Now get Milwaukee. Of course, this is Milwaukee without Giannis Antetokounmpo, which is nice. Corey Maggette, Andrew Bogut, Brandon Jennings, Kenneth Boyd. Semi-current round against this team, and we are going to get back to these conference finals. Now we get the Washington Wizards, who have John Wall, Rivers, Tobias Harris, Anthony Blatch, Trevor Booker, JaVale McGee, and Brandon Rush. Do we get to the finals? We do. Okay. I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Just kidding. Playing the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right. I'm going 8-man rotation here. I'm going to pull out all the stops here to see if we can take down the Oklahoma City Thunder here. Game 1. 1-0 goes to us. Good start. Game 2. They've it up. Game 3. Game 4. Of course, we're probably going to go ahead and lose to the Thunder here. Unless you come back from 3-1, which, you know, is possible. Maybe we could force a game 7. We had the lead there, but we let them back in the game. We do close them out. All right, 41 from Derrick Rose, 30 from Rudy Gay. Game 6 in Oklahoma City. If we can come out here and win this one, I would be a happy camper, but it's looking like they're going to blow us out. So unfortunately for us, we are going to go home, and I think I'm going to end it there. I've been recording this video for about an hour now, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen. The Oklahoma City Thunder, Russell Westbrook, Harden, Durant, Zach Randolph, Serge Ibaka. It's just never going to happen. We're never going to be able to beat them. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Really unfortunate. I thought we'd be able to get a championship really easily with this team, but I guess not. I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.